Go.
3, 2, 1. That's my little countdown. Welcome everybody to Dojo Max, our webinar today, the best damn referral program, period.
Woo!
My name's Randy Reed. I got with me Mr. Doug Rankin. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking, Mr. Reed.
Cool. Doug runs a very successful martial arts school up in Warren Robins, Georgia, a little north of Atlanta. If you don't know me, I used to own a whole bunch of schools up in Wisconsin, and I'm the founder of Dojo Nation. Neither one of those things matter much to anybody, I don't think, but we have to introduce ourselves. So to go over a couple of things here, first and foremost, me and Doug are just karate guys. And we approach this situation, this referrals, like karate guys. We're not professional salesmen. We're not professional webinar experts.
As they'll be able to tell.
Yeah, but they've seen the hoops we went through to try to do this simple thing. But what we do know is what's needed in the martial arts business. Doug's operating his every day. I work with my top former students who have bought schools for me. More than one of them are running $1 million schools. So we've got our finger on the pulse of what's going on out there. So what we're going to do is take you through this program that we spent a fair amount of money and a whole bunch of time and a whole bunch of effort to make work, and it does. So a little heads up. We're not professional sales guys, and when we do these webinars, you guys have all heard of them before, and you can actually go online and find the guru, and he'll send you the outline of how you're supposed to do this to fish hook as many people as you can. And it starts out with we telling everybody how great we are, and then you ask a whole bunch of questions to try to get them in a negative mind state. What do they call that? Neuro-linguistic programming. And then I say, please raise your hand if you too would like to make $1 million a year. Raise your hand if you too would like to go take 6 months off a year. And every stupid question that you know the answer to. We're not going to play that game. Probably couldn't even if we wanted to. We're just karate guys with a program that works, and we're going to tell you about it. Now, the other thing they do on these webinars is they'll come in and say, we're just here to help you. We're not going to sell you anything. We're great guys. And at the end, of course, they always sell you something. Well, we're going to tell you right from the beginning, we're going to sell you something today. And I'm also going to promise you, you're really going to want it. So we're going to be really upfront. That's the way I've always done things. That's the way we do things in Dojo Nation. Doug does it the same way. So let's get rolling and show you what we got here. Really excited about it. Really excited to share it with you. So the program is called ARC, the Ambassador Referral Club. And I've been talking with a lot of my guys over the years, and it's always drove me nuts the way referral programs are not working in the martial arts community. So we come up and we ask ourselves 3 questions. Number 1, if our students love us, they tell us that all the time. Mr. Rankin, you're the best. Mr. Reed, you're the greatest thing since Theodore Roosevelt. It's terrific. The parents tell us they love us. Oh, you've done so much for Bobby. You've gone your black belt test. Everybody's crying. We're the greatest thing around. If that's so good, why in the hell are we only getting 5 to 10% of new students from students bringing friends in? I'm not reading this thing directly. Once again, proving once again, I'm not a trained professional. But basically, our martial arts schools are not generating a lot of referrals. I just couldn't figure out why. So I talked to Doug about it, talked to some of my other guys. We kind of come up with 4 reasons they're not working. We all know the referrals are the absolute best new students. Birds of a feather flock together. They're the ones we want. They're students like the students we presently have, and they're the easiest sale we'll ever do. They've been pre-sold coming in. Yeah, I would love to run my school on just referrals. Now, I don't know if that's possible. We can get you a whole bunch of them.
I mean, what, you got 100 students and each one brings in a referral, you got 100 more?
Well, yeah, and they're not doing that. And 3 years, you should have 400 students. If they all bring friends and nobody quits, but it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So why not? There's several factors, but we kind of got it down to four challenges. Number one, let's start with, are you referable? We're going to have to operate under the assumption that you run a great program. If you don't, you got trouble. There's an old saying, the fastest way to put a bad company out of business is with great advertising. Probably in your town at some point, you saw somebody open up a great big restaurant, spend a whole bunch of money. It was packed for the first 6 months, and 6 months later, it's out of business. We saw that happen in Madison, Wisconsin, a place called Boston Pizza. I think they dropped $4 million in a year. They were busy, and then they were out of business real quick. So we've got to operate under the assumption that you are referable. It's labor intensive. There's a lot to do to set up a proper referral program. You got to purchase your incentives. You're making graphics. You're making announcements. Either you're doing it or your staff's doing it. And it takes time, energy, thought, all that sort of stuff. It's hard to track. Who gets the rewards? Who got invited? Who's trying to get reviews if they did it, so they're excited to tell their friends to get more people involved in the referral program. And we all have that one that says, well, I brought Johnny in 7 years ago. Do I get part of the referral reward? It's expensive. The fact is, your members' participation is going to be directly connected to the value of the rewards you offer. The better rewards, the better it's going to work. It's just that simple. The problem is, it can get kind of expensive. I don't know what the hot thing is for kids today. There was a time it was mountain bikes, and then it was Game Boy, and then Xbox, and whatever it was. It can get a little pricey on some of that stuff. Let's talk about the red balloon story. And this is where kind of the genesis of ARC coming through. They did a contest. It was done by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Red balloon story. Let's stick with red balloon story. It was a fascinating story in regard to referrals. So what they did, they put 10 decent size, I think they're 8-foot red balloons. They tied them to buildings and things across the United States, 10 of them. And nobody knew where they were. They gave a month's warning, I think it was. And so people started, and they were going to give away $40,000. I think I got that on the next. Yeah. The rules, they're going to pay $40,000. There's 10 balloons. They're 8-foot red weather balloons at the locations that nobody knows. So they sent this out, and people got their teams together, and they were using Google Earth, and they come up with all of these different ways they were going to do it. And everybody's ready for the launch. Well, about a week before it started, of course, the nerds at MIT, I think they had 4 days before it started, they came up with a plan. And they said, why don't we do it this way? They did it, they announced it, and they won the thing in under 9 hours. They found all 10 balloons across the country in less than 9 hours. How'd they do it?
Amazing.
Yeah, that's just incredible. And they actually, there wasn't that many of them in the Midwest. They were all up and down either coast. What they did was they built a website, a referral website. And they said, anybody that finds a red balloon, we'll give you $1,000, which is nice incentive. That got some people going. But then what they said is, share this link with your friends. If one of your friends finds a balloon, we'll give them $1,000, but we're going to give you $500 for referring your friend. Oh, hell, now I got a chance at 1,000. And if I send this out to 100 friends, I got 100 chance at $500. Then they said, if one of those guys put it out, you're going to get $250 on the third level. Well, they launched this thing and it went viral. It went all over the country so fast, and bang, in under 9 hours, they had the thing done. So they did the research to find out, why did they think this works? what they found was people get excited about the initial challenge, but then knowing that they have a second chance at referral and even a bigger chance, you have the ability to get all these different chances. That increases the what do you call it? The participation dramatically.
Yeah.
Yep, you can check that at if you actually I Google it. If you Google red balloon challenge, it pulls up a Wikipedia, and away we go. So you can take a look at it there and read all about the thing. Now that's a great story, but where are we at here? But how do I get more referral students? It starts with your culture. The culture of your school has to be excessive value. Hopefully, when you guys hold your black belt graduations, there's tears and happiness and thank you from the students and the parents. And they, over the years, I've done a bunch of. My record was I graduated 167 black belts in one night. According to the records, my organization has turned out over 10,000 black belts over the years. I've asked this question to several parents over the years. Have you, you know where your investment is to get your child a black belt? If you could get your money back and they didn't get their black belt, would you do that swap? And they look at me like I got 2 heads, 3 heads. They go, are you crazy? This is the best value we've ever had. So taking that value and looking at it as through what they call the law of reciprocity, we should be providing so much value that it's a little lopsided in the client's favor. Now, once they have that, now we can do an ask. And in this particular thing, we're going to ask them to help us with referrals. Okay. But you really need to understand, we're not doing timeshare here. We're not selling used cars. We're doing really good martial arts first, then we can offer the rewards. That gives them the excuse. That's the tipping point. You've got to deliver so much value that when they have this opportunity and build your culture, they kind of feel guilty about not doing it. And we've got a system that'll put a little guilt on them.
It works.
It works. I used to have a girlfriend that was Catholic, and the Catholic guilt is real. So if you can leverage that, we go down that level. But now let's talk the rewards. We know if you put up a check on your wall and said, we're going to give you $10,000 for everybody that brings in a friend, you're going to get a whole bunch of people through the door. You're going to go broke, but you're going to get a whole bunch of people through the door. $100 reward, you're going to get a much different result. So trying to get good rewards, good incentives is step one, and that's where ARC comes in. As a member of ARC, you're going to be able to offer high value rewards at a very low cost. We partner with some people on a couple different things that we're going to show you here. So let's take a look at it. First off, here's how this works. Your client, student, parent, whatever you want to do, brings in a referral and you give them a $50 gift card. Pretty simple. We've all done this before. You pay for the 50, you get a handful of them. Doug, you started this a little while ago. How many cards did you give out?
$800 worth.
Yep.
So $800 worth of cards.
Yeah. So your average martial arts student's worth $1,500, $2,000. I think Doug, you said yours was $2,000. So I would swap those $50 bills for $2,000 bills all day long.
Yeah, we swapped ours for about 30 grand, so that's not bad.
Yeah, we'll take that all day long. Now, the other good part about this is they don't get the card unless you get the sale. This isn't like some other marketing programs that you pay and they either work or don't work. You only pay when you get your referral. That's the kind of stuff I want to do. That's talk about a win-win-win. That's fine. We've all kind of done different parts of this. Now, what the next step we're going to have is each month, the people who got the $50 gift card or no, I'm sorry. Let me read back there. Any of your people that are on the ambassador program, they're going to be in a drawing. There's several different ways we can show you how to do this for a $200 hotel savings card. These are really cool. When somebody travels, you got to be 100 miles away from your house. You can present this card and you get some massive discounts on hotels. It's really cool. Now we're going to supply the $200 card for you. You pay the $15 activation fee. Those are going to cost you 15 bucks. Here, Mrs. Jones, want to thank you. Wow, I get a $200 card. That's step 2. Remember the red balloon story. Step 3, quarterly, all of your ambassadors are going to be into a national drawing. That means all of us that are part of ARC, we're going to have everybody's information. We're going to do a real cool thing. We'll do it online live. We'll do a drawing and somebody gets a $500 cash gift card. We're paying for that. Doesn't cost you anything. Pretty cool. Now let's keep it going. Thinking on the red balloon. Now they got their 50 bucks. They're pretty happy with that. Now somebody they saw got a $200 card. They're pretty happy with that. Now they see that somebody got 500 bucks. They're pretty darn excited about that. Now, in December of each year, we'll be doing it this year, we're going to do another national drawing for a $5,000 cash holiday gift card. It's going to make somebody's Christmas really happy. We're putting up the 500 or the 5,000.
There's not another one of these things coming up with another zero on the end of it.
Yeah, right. This and we pay for it. And as this program grows, it's our intention to grow their incentives. Obviously, if we have 100 schools, we can offer X. If we have 500 schools, we can offer 5 times X. We can make this really, remember that number 10 grand that I put up on there? I would love to get this to a level that we can do that. So now they have a much better option, much better understanding and a much better reason to get involved in the ambassador program. Let's do some math. What are you getting here? First, you get 12 hotel discount cards for 200 bucks. That's $2,400. You get 4 $500 gift cards. Part of that, $2,000. You get the holiday gift card, 5,000 bucks. That's $9,400 in incentives that you get to promote. And when I shouldn't have said when you get to promote, when we promote it for you. Let's go that way. These people are going to say there is a chance that they can get up to $9,400 in incentives over the year. That's nice. Cool. How does this thing work? What makes this so special? Why is the Ambassador Club so powerful? Brothers and sisters, the answer is we work on this so friggin' hard on this. And we did. And we spent a bunch of dough. Automation, folks. And as we know, technology is moving forward at a rate that we can't even understand. It seems like every week something's coming out better and better. There are now programs out there that can be reprogrammed to do almost anything you want to do. And we spent a lot of time, a lot of testing, and a lot of money to get this so it is automated. And it works, and it's amazing. The Ambassador Referral Club, this thing is autopilot all the way. We're going to show you here what your end of the deal is, and I think you're going to be very impressed. Let's go through this process. You send us a CSV file with a list of your active students. Now, personally, I couldn't do that because I don't know how to get a CSV file. I couldn't do it. We have a little video that shows you how to do it. If that doesn't work for you, you pick up the phone and one of our staff members will walk you right through it. You drop that to us. Then you fill out your onboarding document, which is it's only a few questions. We can't start it until you send us that. Now, we've got a couple people that we've worked with to do some beta testing on this, and we had a real challenge with some people not filling out that document and then wondering why the program isn't working. So when you get involved, I'm going to be hollering at you to make sure you get that done so we can pull that off. So you send the CSV file, you fill out the onboarding document. You're going to get a graphics package. You're going to get some things you can make your own cards if you want to, the gift vouchers, and you get a poster, put your logo on it for you, all this good stuff so you can put it up in your school. That's it. We'll handle it from there. That's all you got to do. This thing is automated. You don't have to chase around. You don't have to, if you're a single operator or operator with limited staff, maybe even volunteers, you don't have time to run around and do all this. This is all done for you. If you have a staff, you don't have to tie up a bunch of their time and effort. They should be doing other things like making sure you're teaching a really good martial arts class and running your program. We've got this thing on our end. So we, as I said, we send them all your guys the invite for the letter. Some are going to join, some are not. When they click to enroll in the program, they're going to fill out some information to get their very own ARC landing page with a private tracking URL that they can easily share. It looks like this. There's a video that's going to tell people exactly what the offer is. They said, so Mrs. Jones gets this landing page. Doesn't even, could look like a better landing page, I guess. But she gets a URL. All she has to do is throw that on her Facebook, send that to her friends, email it, text it, smoke signals, whatever we want to do. They can easily send it out in 2 seconds. It's they don't have to call their friends. You don't have to give them their name and phone number. Just send this out. Now we'll even we've got a generic video you can use, or if you want us to make a custom video for you, we'll make the custom video with this young lady. She's a great speaker. I think we charge, I don't know what it is, $50 or something like that. You'll have your own private video. So if you have, we're going to show you some numbers on how this works, but this goes out, the invite goes out to all your students. A bunch of them take advantage of it. They're going to get this. And we are going to encourage them. And as I said, we're going to promote the ARC program for you to your ambassadors. We're going to tell them who's winning. We're going to tell them what's coming. Boy, we're coming close to the end of the quarter. We're going to do the $500 gift card. Make sure you're part of the ambassador club. Uh-oh, here comes December. Are you in the ambassador club? There's a chance for $5,000. Mrs. Jones got $150 last month because she was able to get 3 $50 gift cards. We're going to promote the thing. If they don't enroll, we're going to keep tickling them. We're going to nurture them and follow them up. We're going to stay on them until we get them to become ambassadors. We do it. So that's the system. We enroll them, we nurture them, we track them, we give them big rewards. And it's automated. I can't tell you that and push that enough. Enroll them, automate it, get the rewards. That's what makes the damn thing work. Okay, that's nice. Does it work? Everybody talk. Here's Doug's school. We've been doing all the testing. He's got about 250 active accounts. I don't know if you can read this or not, so I made it bigger. So Doug, why don't you walk us through this here, please?
Absolutely. So when we sent out our first round to our clients going, hey, we'd love for you to be ambassadors, we've got 48 people that decided they would do that. From that, we had 28 people that came in, and we signed up 10 people out of those 28, and we still got a few on trial. So for us, it cost us $800 in gift cards, $50 Amazon gift cards to give people. And our average retention is 12 months. So, you put that together with our $2,000 a month, that's about 30 grand in new revenue. Just from referrals.
Yep, that's just so. I don't know if you know where you're at for May, but how many students, now it wouldn't be just from your referral program, but overall, how many students did you enroll either this month or last month?
Let me see, this month we're up to 18. Last month we had, I think it was 32 or something like that. It was a big number.
Yeah. So Doug does a tremendous job down there in his own school. And in this piece, the better it runs, the better it's going to work for you. And we're going to make it work. The more referable you are, the better it's going to work. And if you can start pulling in a nice majority of your students, this thing can be a pretty powerful tool for you. So here's the big question. How much is going to cost you? And everybody's standing there waiting to know. So let's go through this. Once again, this isn't a professional practice sales pitch. We're a couple karate guys. Me and Doug have gone back and forth over this thing quite a bit. He's the mean guy. I'm the nice guy. You're going to like me best. So, so we start out, it's not that expensive compared to the value you're getting and compared to the results that we're getting. But before we go into that, I want to show you something else we're doing. This is really exciting. We got this up and running, and then we switched over to the art because I really wanted to get the art program up and going. So we kind of let this go for a little bit. This is going to start popping again here next month. But I want to tell you about it because it's going to affect what we're doing with art. What if you could run proven Facebook ads in just 3 clicks? Literally 3 clicks. Click, click, click. In fact, I'm going to show you a video here in a second on how it works. You don't have to pay that $500-$700 everybody's paying in management fees. I've done it. We've all done it. The fact of the matter is Facebook ads work sometimes, sometimes they don't. That's the truth. What works in one area may not work in the other. What we've got is a system we can give you proven ads that are working that you can run with 3 clicks. It's called the Online Ads Club. Okay, now, once again, to prove that we're just karate guys, we kind of goofed this up when we did it the first time. Doug, how do we do this? Do I hit the button or do you hit the button?
I think I'm going to have to hit the button.
All right.
Let's see what happens. Hello, boys and girls. It's Doug from Dojo Max. Wanted to show you guys how you can create ads in 10 seconds or less. So here we go. When you go onto your Dojo Max page, you're going to come to Manage Ads over here on the left-hand side. From there, you're going to go to Launch New Campaign. From there, I am deciding I'm going to click on my skills folder. I want to do a martial arts ad. And then here's all the templates that I have to choose from. And we're going to do a 2-week trial. Let's see. I'm going to pick this one. It's going to go to the lead form. I'm going to spend $20 a day on this. I'm going to let it go to this page, and then I'm going to change my radius to 10 miles. From there, I'm going to click on Launch Campaign, and poof, off it goes to Facebook. All we have to do now is wait for Facebook to do its thing, which means, well, you know, they have to go through the review process and all that other good stuff. And then as soon as all that's done, we'll be set and ready to go. If you guys have any questions, just drop something down in the comments below. We'll look forward to talking to you again soon.
As I said, highly trained technological people. Doug, that video didn't show on my side. Are you there, Mr. Doug?
I was so good. I was so in awe of watching myself on video that I muted myself over here. Sorry.
Yeah. So it didn't show on this end here.
Oh, it was beautiful. You're going to love it.
You're going to love it. I'm going to try to hit the button on my side. Let's see if it works. You think I should I try that?
Absolutely. What's the worst thing that happens?
Well, here we go, folks. One more time.
Hello, boys and girls. It's Doug from Dojo. Max wanted to show you guys how you can create ads in 10 seconds or less. So here we go. You go into your Dojo Max page, you're going to come to Manage Ads over here on the left-hand side. From there, you're going to go to Launch New Campaign. From there, I am deciding I'm going to click on my skills folder. I want to do a martial arts ad. And here's all the templates that I have to choose from. And we're going to do a 2-week trial. Let's see, I'm going to pick this one. It's going to go to the lead form. I'm going to spend $20 a day on this. I'm going to let it go to this page, and then I'm going to change my radius to 10 miles. From there, I'm going to click on Launch Campaign, and poof, off it goes to Facebook. All we have to do now is wait for Facebook to do its thing, which means, you know, they have to go through the review process and all that other good stuff. And then as soon as all that's done, we'll be set and ready to go. If you guys have any questions, just drop something down in the comments below. We'll look forward to talking to you again soon. Superstar.
Bingo. All right. So that's what you get when you do live TV. So this is a really cool product. Now, oh, there we go. So how does that work? Well, we've got all these schools that are operating right now. We get all the data, we cross-check the data, and then you saw the part where he was clicking on the ads. That's called the library. We go in there, we tell you which ones are working for who. Now, if we look at this data sheet, Doug, you're the one with the blue arrow, is that correct?
That's our summer camp ad for the blue arrow.
Yep. You got 33 results at about $6.70. That's fantastic. Then down here at the other side, we have other schools that are running martial arts ads. And we also have a Facebook group for everybody that's in OAC. We talk about which ads are working, what's happening, and you save yourself that $500 to $700 a month in ad fees. It's really cool. Once again, a quote I heard a couple of years ago, any technology that is sufficiently ahead of its time will appear as magic. And when we first heard about being able to do this with 3 clicks, I did a call with the guy, a screen share with the man that owns it. And he said, do you have any questions? I said, yeah, I don't see any way this could possibly work. And he said, good, watch this. And he showed it. And we've been using it for a couple months now, and it's fantastic. Okay, so the OAC is pretty cool. Here's our grand opening special. Now we're just launching this thing. We're not in a position to do 300 schools today. We're going to bring them in groups of 20. The first 20 to come in are going to get a real super deal. So the Ambassador Referral Club, we just went through that. It's normally $297 a month or $3,000 a year. The Online Ads Club is regularly $497 or $5,000 a year. What's the guy say that used to sell OxyClean or something? But wait, there's more. Always wanted to say that. Here's you put it all together. That's right. You got to put it. We're trying to do a little bit of the sales thing here. You put it all together, it's $800 a month or $8,000 a year. But wait, we decided, and me and Doug went back and forth on this. And I was on your guys' side. And I was trying to get the price down as low as I can. Me and Doug went back and forth, and we ended up with, okay, we're going to offer this price. We're only going to offer it for the first 20 schools. That's it. So when this thing's over, the first 20 to enroll get the discount. What we're going to do is we're going to give the whole Ambassador Referral Club plus the online club for only $197 a month or $2,000 a year. First 20 schools only. And I know Doug's going to hold my feet to the fire on this, and then the price is going to go up.
My dog needs a better snack. I work at $197 a month for all that.
Yeah, so I'm saving you guys money. I know it sounds like we're good cop, bad copping you, but I'm telling you, take advantage of this, and you're going to save some money. Now, we are partnered with a group. That's the group that allows us to get the $200 hotel gift cards. We can also do some things with vacations. And we've got to be careful of some of this stuff because, once again, I don't want it to appear timeshare type thing or that. But we do have the ability to give out some vacation vouchers. So if you guys join today, we're going to send you a vacation voucher. It can be worth up to $1,500 on a trip to Mexico. We'll get the details to you. We have a thing called a letter of clarity. So we'll go over that with you. You got to kind of watch which date. You can't, it could cost you more if you pick your exact date. If you're not flexible on dates, you can upgrade to some other stuff if you want to. So obviously they're going to try to upgrade you if possible. You don't have to do that. It's still a great deal for you. So you get all of this, the Ambassador Referral Club, the online club. We're going to be bringing you in. We're going to do what's called a jump start with all of your students right away for the Ambassador Club. You can run some ads if you want to, save yourself a bunch of money. Doug's been running the 2-week for $29 special. He's killing them with that. You just heard some of his numbers. You get the whole thing. You're a part of the Facebook group, the whole thing for that. We're going to send you a certificate for a Mexican trip. You want to take that? And so what do you got to do? Go to arcrocks.com. You click, excuse me, you click there to fill out the information, put in your credit card, bang, and you'll hook up with Francisco. He will get your onboarding documents and we're off to the races. If you want to talk to me about it, you can click and set up a call. Or you can send us email us at info@dojomax.com and we will answer it for you.
info@dojomax.co, sir.
.co. What did I say? .com?
You did. It's just a habit.
Yeah, well, it's going to take about 125 times to get that straight. We couldn't get .com. Somebody else had it, I think. So, but anyway, that's the webinar, folks. Here's what I want to reiterate one more time. I spent decades, and Doug's has too, driving to the school, walking in, throwing on our karate uniform, cinching that belt down and walking out on the floor and improving people's lives. That's what we do. We're martial arts guys. Now we realize and we're able to identify what we need, what we would like to support us if we were running martial arts school. Doug is. And we built this thing. We hired the right people. We hired people that are experts on this. We obviously didn't hire somebody to run a webinar, but we hired people, and this thing works like a Swiss watch. And we're really excited to share it with the community. We're really excited to help school owners improve their business. And if you think this is something of value, today's the day to jump on, and we'll take it from there. Mr. Rankin, any other final thoughts?
No, sir. Other than, like I told you, when these 20 are done, the price is not going to be at $197. Again, doggy needs snacks.
Well, there you go. And, you know, once again, the way you're supposed to do this is run this thing for about an hour and a half, and you're supposed to ask a bunch of questions, and there's a whole system to making this work. We're trying to be respectful of your time, and frankly, we don't have that hard a work ethic to work that long. So,
I'm giving them 37 and a half good minutes.
Is that where we're at? Yeah, I guess we are. Okay. So hopefully we were able to get that to you. Hopefully you find this of value and you want to try it at your school. We didn't put anything on a money back guarantee here because it works, but I guess we could say if it doesn't work, we'll give you your money back.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can't imagine that it wouldn't. But so folks, you know what to do. Do it. Go there, jump on board, or if you need to talk to me or Doug, feel free to jump on. And thank you for your time. Appreciate it all.
Yeah, thank you.